Today, we are journeying back to the Middle Ages to rebuild this Castle Drawbridge Defense set that came out in 2009. It's gonna take a lot of work, I might not have enough pieces, but we're gonna give it a shot and see if we can take this set to the next level. LEGO has made many castle themes over the years, and one of my favorites was this one that LEGO made in the 2000s. The knight's color scheme was dark blue and gold, and one of my favorite aspects about this line of castle was that the villains were evil skeletons, dragons, goblins, and trolls. I really enjoy that fantasy twist on the classic LEGO theme. And as I was looking through this LEGO catalog, I ran into the set that looked so fun to rebuild. It's the Drawbridge Defense with 335 pieces and 7 minifigures. I really like the working drawbridge feature, the dark blue roofs, and the vibrant selection of characters. Is it even possible to improve this set? Let's find out. For the first step of the rebuild, we need the minifigures. This golden knight is the epic hero of this set. For my version, I gave him dark metallic pants and shirt with a golden Chima chestplate. I popped in some gold hands, put on Ultron's cape, a world racer's head, and a dark metallic knight helmet. With a sword and a shield, he's looking very majestic. Not quite as shiny and glittery as the original, but I'm really satisfied with this knight. To make another soldier, I put some blue arms on this armored body, smashed on Aaron's head, and gave him a dark metallic helmet and a blunt sword. Then we've got this Joker guy. I used a pair of Monkey Kid's pants, Robin's body, but with black arms, Aaron's head from Nexonites, and this Jester hat. He's got a crossbow, and this guy looks hilarious. Then for the Queen, I got Queen Halbert's dress from Nexonites, put on a head, and then gave her Queen Halbert's hair, which is the same hair as in the set. And here we have our heroes to defend this castle, but we need some villains. I made this Scythe Master using this Imperium harness from Ninjago, a ragged cape, and this newer round hat. He's equipped with a fearsome scythe. The Axe Master has the same harness, a goofy Ninjago skeleton head, and a samurai helmet, along with his fearsome battle axe. And last but not least, we have the Crossbow Apprentice, who's missing a boot, has a quiver and a ponytail, and his trusty crossbow. Now that we got the characters done, let's start rebuilding this gatehouse. This structure started with dark tan base plates and dark blue for the moat. I covered the dark blue plates with transparent light blue tiles to give it a watery effect. This gatehouse is going to be built on top of a rocky cliff, so I started building up with dark gray bricks and slopes. Then I built more chunks of rock that I fastened on sideways to give this cliff nice texturing. In the big castle set from this series, the rock pieces under the towers are dual molded, going from dark green to dark gray. And to recreate that, I placed some plants growing up from the bottom of this cliff. I used bamboo leaves and green wolverine claws. On the other side of the moat, I built up the ramp that will lead to the drawbridge. I encased it with big slopes and added some more vegetation details. Turning around to the back, I designed this mountain to open up so that we can actually build a little room down here. I put some barrels full of supplies on one side, fastened some torches to the wall to give light in this dingy cellar, and I decided that this was going to be the map room. This castle has a map from Ninjago City, a map from Monkey Kid, and a whole nother crate of maps attached to the wall. And finally on the other side, I built some stairs going up to the next level. I began building up the walls in light gray, using profile bricks, palisade bricks, and other pieces to give this wall a worn texture. I used cheese wedges to create these well-defended windows and attached some Nexonite shield tiles to create some pillars on the front of this tower. The original set has ornate pikes jutting out from the castle, with vibrant golden banners flowing in the wind. To recreate this banner, I used these golden claw pieces attached to a custom spear. I built a drawbridge, and then realized that the original castle didn't have a gate. Well, you can bet that this one is going to. So I built these 2 gates out of plates and tiles, and using Technic elements, attached them to the wall. But this is not where the defenses end. One of my favorite parts of the castle is the portcullis, the iron grate that slams down in front of the gate. And in order to take this castle to the next level, we're gonna build one. I used long spears, short spears, and these rounded plates to construct a formidable looking portcullis. It slid right in front of the gate and looks beautiful. These walls on the back were built sideways, with a layer of tiles on top of plates. I made another well-defended castle-looking window, and as you can see, this segment of wall can act as either the back of the castle or unfold to be a side wall. Going into the interior of this floor, I built a knight statue on guard, hung some lanterns on the wall, built a small weapons rack, and installed a ladder going up to the next floor. This floor is going to be riddled with mechanisms. First off, we've got to be able to pull up the drawbridge. I built these chains into this brown drum piece and made a ratcheting mechanism on one side. Now you can pull up the drawbridge and then let it slam down again when the danger is past. Next, I attached some gears to these axles that run down to the gate in the floor beneath. Attaching them to this lever, you're now able to open and close these formidable gates. As I built up the walls, I mounted 2 battle axes above the gate, just like in the original set. I made 2 ornate windows using these golden railing pieces, and taking inspiration from the original set again, I built dark blue roofs over these windows. For the original castle sets, they designed this beautiful lion head element that they used in various parts of these castles. This is a pretty iconic part of these sets, and I knew I had to try to rebuild it. So I set out to construct a brick-built lion head sculpture. The cheeks slope nicely in towards the nose, which is another of these rounded plates with 2 tiles on the end. The bottom jaw fits in nicely. I attached the mane using these 2x2 wedge slopes and mounted this lion sculpture on the front of the gatehouse. And now that we're at the top, it's time to install the mechanism for raising the portcullis. I ran a piece of string through the top of it, attached it to a winch on a gear setup, and now this sturdy portcullis raises and lowers with ease. To add additional details to the interior, I built these beautiful banners using gold tassel pieces and this 2x4 tile from a Nexonite set, and added some lanterns hanging from the walls. I built up the crenellations at the top of the gatehouse, and then came to a dilemma. This is the crossbow that's mounted on the roof of the original castle. And there are so many ways that I could have rebuilt this. I could have used one of these, one of those, some of that. But I thought it'd be great to use a rubber band powered contraption to launch a flick fire missile. With a bunch of Technic, I built this thick ballista, added some curved horns for the bow part, and this is probably the most enjoyable function I've ever built out of LEGO. I gave the knights a stock of these arrows and a couple targets to use for practice. I mounted this ballista on a turntable, and with that, this drawbridge defense rebuild is complete. This rebuilt gatehouse is well defended and imposing. The cliff under the castle is detailed and natural looking, the stone walls have a worn look, and my favorite part of this whole build is the functions. The drawbridge, the portcullis, and the gate are all built to open and close, which is extremely satisfying. This gatehouse captures the details of the original, but I'm so happy with how I was able to improve it and polish this design. Close the sidewalls, and this build can stand alone as a complete tower, or open them up and it's part of a larger castle. And now let's see what a day in the life of a gatehouse looks like. It is a peaceful day at the LEGO Castle. The soldiers are relaxing in the gatehouse, the jester is practicing for his next show, and the queen is strolling about on the castle walls. When suddenly, oh no, we're under attack! It's the fearsome scythe master, brutal axe master, and clumsy crossbow apprentice. Prepare for attack! Use the lever to close the gate, lower the portcullis, and raise the drawbridge. They're still coming! This'll teach them. Prepare the powerful ballista, load the arrow, and take aim. Fire! Will the defenses hold, or will the skeletons break through? The battle is in your hands. Buy the digital instructions by going to the link in the description. Use your own bricks to rebuild this gatehouse and defend the kingdom. This drawbridge defense rebuild was an incredible experience, and I'm so glad that you guys joined me for this wonderful rebuild. Let me know down below if you'd like to see more castle rebuilds on this channel, or if you'd like to see something from another theme, and I cannot wait to see you guys in the next adventure.